I call Mike Sabin.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member resuming his seat for his contribution. I can't say as much, unfortunately, for the Green member, Materia Ture, who makes some rather interesting submissions with regard to domestic violence. It's a little unfortunate that those over in the Watermantle patch aren't so inclined to support many of the measures that we as government are trying to put in place with regard to the criminal justice sector and ensuring the right balance is achieved, Mr Speaker. So it seems that they want to run with the hounds and hunt with the foxes on matters of this sort. Mr Speaker, just a couple of points I want to cover off. 70% of those who currently apply for a fee waiver within the family court system get it. And actually, Mr Speaker, there is no evidence to suggest whatsoever that that sort of trend won't continue under this new model. None that I've seen, none that I've seen, but I'll continue on because Mr Williams, I'm sure, will be quite interested to hear what I've got to say on this one. Sorry, Mr Little. I'd like to commend both Minister Burrows and also Minister Collins for the work that they've done in terms of addressing the whole criminal justice pipeline. As a former policeman, I can certainly vouch for the fact that it has many moving parts. There's many deficiencies, and somewhat like a balloon full of water, it squeezes in one direction and bulges in another. And it's in the interests of all members of this House and certainly members of New Zealand society, in my view, that we are prepared to address these. Mr Speaker, this bill really is a response, as has been mentioned, to deficiencies and issues that have been signalled by the court users, judges, lawyers and counsellors alike, and those really centred around the rising costs, the lacking focus on the needs of children, highly ironic within a family court setting, and the lack of focus on durable and sustainable outcomes. Mr Speaker, certainly as a policeman, but also as a new Member of Parliament, the concerns that I have seen through what can be a diabolical process are very worthy of addressing, and this bill sets out to do that. In summary, it's unnecessarily adversarial, it's negative, it's a very negative experience for children, and it's very broad brush in its nature. It sort of uses this adversarial sledgehammer to crush the walnut. It's not focused enough on the most serious matters, and it tends to treat private matters that could be better dealt with outside of the court in the same way as that matters that need the jurisdiction of the court to oversee them. And it creates many issues, and I think we'd all concede that. Mr Speaker, so just to highlight a couple of points, this bill really refocuses the family court on matters that in fact need that judicial direction, and it does it in a far more timely fashion. It clarifies the principles that are important around and relevant to children, and also it provides a much greater focus to out-of-court resolutions. And while there has been some issues on that, and I'm sure the Select Committee will help tease out these processes, when you get a legally aided client and one that is not, you do so often, Mr Speaker, see a completely different track and a protracted track in the way that matter is carried out. And some cynical people in society may see that there's a vested interest in those matters being protracted. Mr Speaker, it's in everyone's interest that these matters are dealt with in a timely fashion, and I welcome the opportunity for those to be done outside of the court. What we're looking really at, Mr Speaker, is 4,000 fewer court applications, and this will result in about 2,000 less children in front of the court. As I say, I welcome the Select Committee submissions that I'm sure will be very well traversed by the Select Committee. Mr Speaker, this bill is about efficiencies, it's about creating timeliness, and I think it is about improving the means of resolution in a far more pragmatic and child-friendly, community-friendly fashion. Mr Speaker, I have no hesitation in commending this bill to the House. Thank you.
The Honourable Leanne Dalzell.
Mr Speaker, I believe that a very good process was begun by the former Minister of